Alright, we ain't gonna waste no time, you know what I'm saying? Do a little reaction to Stephen Miller's speech at the Charlie Kirk's funeral, which really turned out to be a political rally. And we gonna walk it down, see what it's about, you huh? Alright, listen up. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Let's go, huh?
Hello, Turning Point. Hello, Patriots. Hello to our fearless president, Donald J. Trump. And hello to millions of Americans all across this land who are gathered in sadness and sorrow to mourn Charlie Kirk, but also to dedicate ourselves to finishing his mission and achieving victory in his name.
All right, boom. So right here is where he pivots the opportunity of mourning, or that is the circumstance of mourning. He pivots the circumstance of mourning into opportunity to leverage an agenda. That right there, that's the pivot. Understand? This is very divisive. It is selfish. It's insensitive. It's immature. That somebody else's death is going to be used for righteous anger that's already fermented in you, and you're going to use his death as an excuse or justification to project your righteous anger as a call to action in violence, in hysteria, and oppressive will, as you will listen to throughout this speech. Divisive, selfish, arrogant.
The day that Charlie died, the angels wept, but those tears have been turned into fire in our hearts. And that fire burns with a righteous fury that our enemies cannot comprehend or understand.
So I mentioned this part before about righteous anger, and righteous anger being the subject matter of the Cancer Mars retrograde, a 9-month phase, retrograde direct, that we've passed through, that set the context for the North and South Node, Pisces and Virgo. Now, having said that, I've mentioned before that there was a splitting of the world. And the splitting of the world was based on who passed that test and who didn't. Who took the responsibility to heal the fears, disappointment, insecurities, lack of advocacy, righteous anger, resentment, all of this stemming from childhood, crisis with the mother or the nurturing figure, and we projected it throughout the world. Cancer also representing indoctrinations within the clan, the community or family, prejudices, teachings that ferment such rage. That's Cancer, the household, fourth house, ancestral legacies that includes toxic value to be passed on in the blood. So those who fail to heal it they remain in the old world of hellfire. And that old world of hellfire, you burn by your own rage. Your own rage consumes you. And we see who did or did not pass the test. Righteous anger, Exhibit A. Consuming him. And he inviting others into misery to suffer with him. Can't go it alone. Here comes the finger pointing and the blaming for what he can't understand. He said what other people could never understand. No, you don't understand. There are plenty of people who do understand what you yourself don't understand about yourself. And this is part of the crisis, that what you're projecting out, you think you're in disguise as you're doing it, but people see what you're doing. They know what you're doing. They know where you're coming from and what it's about. You the last person to know because you don't want to know. Look at his choice words and how he's choosing violence. He's choosing dissent. He's choosing a regression back into uncivilized means and strategies of dealing with such frustrations, instead of the leadership of guiding others to higher frequencies, a clear direction, a productive outcome, an opportunity to reflect and heal, a call to action to unify and not to further divide into fear, hysteria, hatred, and suspicion. His leadership, it has already failed.
When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I'm reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm.
My friends, I'm here to tell you that being a storm is not strength. It is quite opposite. To take leadership of yourself and to guide others out of the storms, to find a way out of the storms, that requires strength and resilience. Not to be the storm, a status of chaos, consumption, and destruction. Who is this fucking clown? Where did they get him from? Who's your mans? Who the fuck is this nigga?
We are the storm, and our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion.
So he decides to first use Erica's name, and then he decides to specify we. Okay? Misery loves company. Can't go by yourself. We. Come with me in my misery. Come fight in my confusion, my quote unquote storm of confusion, my storm of chaos. I don't understand what's happening to me. I don't get what this means. The duality is confusing me. I cannot interpret this experience. I cannot guide myself to peace and clarity. So I'm in a quote unquote a storm. You're upside down, brother. You got your pants on backwards. Nigga think he talking good shit up there too. He really think he on one right now. Ass fucking backwards. Now the bozo is about to start lying. Watch as he tries to qualify what he's saying as he specified we. Who is the we? The elites. The rich white folks. The Christian nationalists. This don't include poor white folks or white folks of working class. This don't include them. He's qualifying it. We, those who are in that arena, those who agree with their agenda, those who are aligned with their ideals. The narcissism, the arrogance, the Christian white nationalism that they're trying to manufacture, division, hatred, racism. Whoever's down with that, that's who he's about to try to qualify. And he's going to specify, which further details and explains who he's talking about in that we, which is the ideal rich white Christian nationalists who they now are trying to rally up in America. All right? Listen up. Watch this. Watch how he tells one lie after the damn other.
Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry.
Aye. He lying. So first of all, Stephen or Stephen Miller is an Eastern European Jew. Jewish, that is. And what's known about Eastern European so-called Jews is they are Khazarians. Turkic Khazarians. His ancestry does not go back to Athens and Greece. Nigga, you lying. That ain't you. You're a Khazarian. And Khazarians lied a long time ago. Just like Constantine did, calling themselves Jews, converting to Judaism to fit in, to gain political leverage. But they were worshipers of Baphomet, drinking babies' blood, bloodletting, working black magic for wealth and power, and they still do the same thing today. Epstein, hint, 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 clue, 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 rich people, rich. Yeah, in the club, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? This fucking bozo is lying through his fucking teeth. We go all the way back to Athens and we're the nigga lying. Fuck out of here, fucking clown.
Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil.
First of all, they were not pulled up out of the caves of darkness, nor the European Dark Ages, which was isolated to Europe. The rest of the world wasn't in Dark Ages. That was Europe. That was specific to Europe. They were not pulled out of the caves by themselves or by other white people. Let's qualify this. Egyptians pulled Greeks out of the caves. That's lie number one he telling. Timbuktu and Egypt. Many other African nations, they were the fathers and teachers of the students called Greeks, especially Imhotep. Then you want to talk about this fucking bozo. They pulled themselves out of the caves. Nah, nigga, the Moors did that. Muslim Moors, the same ones who you hate. Muslim Moors pulled you out the caves. They gave you 33 and a third degrees. That's why y'all, every last one of these rich bozos wear a fez and a crescent in secret in the Masonic lodges. Yeah, that came from the Moors. The crescent represents Venus. The sword represents the Islamic law of justice. The fez with the talum on it. It represents the circumambulation of the moon. Moorish science saved them from the caves. Moorish science is what gave them the dawn of the Renaissance revolution. He's lying up one wall and down another. The nigga is delusional. Full of shit. You ain't pulled yourself out the caves, homeboy. No, you didn't. People of color did that. Africans specifically pulled your ass out the fucking caves. And when you came out the caves, you pretended to be a Jew and you were accepted. Why? Because Jews live peaceful enough with other nations and religions to where that was safe for you to do. Just like when Jews and Muslims was living together before the Spanish Inquisition. And that was a bloodbath of Europe. If you gonna tell it, tell the truth, nigga. Up here fucking lying and shit, standing on your tippy toes.
They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity.
You already know who he talking to. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, people of color. He's talking to, the left, the liberals. He's also talking to all of the, minorities, as I mentioned. But he's also talking to poor white people, middle-class white people. That's who he's talking to also. He's grouping it all together. If you're not in their class, you are who he's talking about. Listen to the condescent. This is insecurity being expressed. It is fear being expressed. It is immaturity being expressed. This is the nature, the energy, the spirit of the movement that's on the rise. White Christian nationalism. This is the energy behind their version of Christianity. That's what you got to look forward to tomorrow. Did I lie to y'all? Or did I tell the truth? Did I not call it? Was I not accurate when I said this is what's coming? The other lie he's telling is what they built. They ain't built shit. Human trafficking is what they are into. Slavery is what they are into. They're doing human trafficking as we speak. These illegal immigrants ain't a problem for them. They're making it a problem by psyops, by media, to keep you in a morally docile state of acceptance, while behind the scenes, just like Trump went to the alligator, that prison out there where they send all the illegals to, talking about a lot of inmates are missing. Nigga, them inmates ain't missing. They packed their ass up and sent them to their filthy rich buddies to work as slaves. Ain't nobody fucking stupid. These niggas is constantly playing us. Slavery built everything that they ever did. And the truth is, they never came up with ideas. They didn't originate anything. The references that he's making, these are not people that originated anything. Europeans did not originate a single thing in the world of civilization. Not one single thing. That's not a diss. That's just keeping it real. There is absolutely nothing that European people originated as far as civilization. It went the other way around. Indigenous people of the earth civilized European people, educated European people, taught European people everything that they know across the board. That's facts, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? This bozo is upside down and backwards. His pride has him blind. They invented, when he's saying you build nothing, you create nothing, it's the opposite way. How many brilliant ideas, inventions, knowledge, intellectual property is stolen by bozos like this for hundreds of years? Right here in this nation. Their slaves were the property under wardship status. Anything that they invent or create, it doesn't belong to them, it belongs to Massa. Massa puts his name on everything. But is he the brilliance and creativity behind it? Fuck no. Never has been. Never has been. Mother of civilization. Excuse me? Every human being came from a black woman. And that's facts. Every human being came from a black woman. You ain't even gotta like it, but it's the fucking truth. This nigga is upside down, backwards.
You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. You have immortalized Charlie Kirk. And now millions will carry on his legacy. And we will devote the rest of our lives to finishing the causes for which Charlie gave his last measure of devotion. You cannot defeat us. You cannot slow us. You cannot stop us. You cannot deter us. We will carry Charlie and Erica in our heart every single day and fight that much harder because of what you did to us.
This little boy is scared. He's scared. That's all it is fear. That's all I see. He's terrified. He's petrified. He's worried. He's scared. And as I told you before, white Christian nationalism is nothing but a reaction to fear. It is fear-based. These are very scared people, scary people. That's why they're so uptight. That's why they're so violent. They're defensive. They're always on edge. These are very insecure men. They probably got little peepees. You know what I mean? Little 2-inch peepees. They're very insecure. Like some little dick niggas.
You have no idea the dragon you have awakened. You have no idea how determined we will be to save this civilization, to save the West, to save this republic.
Okay, so now he's trying to qualify as the savior. And the people who he put the we behind, that he's collecting as a group in his status as the we, as being the saviors of this civilization, this republic. But let me ask you this question. How did this country get in the shape and condition that it's in? Who's been running it in the past? Who's running it in the present? And who will run it in the future? They have. They're the ones who have the country in the state that it's in. It's under their management. It's under their control. It's by their dollar. It's by their power. So how you gonna save America from your own destructive hands, from your own destructive mind, from your own sickness? Ain't nobody else fucked this country up except for you. You the only one that's been driving this bitch. Ain't nobody else been driving this. You have. This bozo is backwards.
Because our children are strong, and our grandchildren will be strong, and our children's children's children will be strong. And what will you leave behind?
See, that right there is projection of his fear of the reality that's in front of him and all other filthy rich white elites, and noticing that their status on the earth is dwindling. Not only are their numbers getting shorter, they're not having enough children to keep up. They're being outlived and outnumbered by indigenous peoples. That scares them. And it scares them because on top of that, when you are at the levels that, this bozo is at, swimming in money, one thing that's hard to do is have a baby. They always got problems with getting pregnant. It's not easy for them to have kids. Poor people can pop out baby after baby after baby after fucking baby. I mean, if you sneeze on a bitch too hard, the bitch is pregnant. But when you up in them tax brackets, it's hard to get pregnant. I don't know what it is, but that's the way it is. They can't have no fucking babies. They're very limited when they do have babies. So all this talk of generation and we are strong and our children are strong and generations and legacy and all this stuff, he's projecting his fear in a realization that there's frailty, mortality, limitation, vulnerability, weakness when it comes to their collective ability to reproduce and continue legacy. They are scared shitless. They are petrified. And it has a lot to do with who can have a baby or not. It has a lot to do with who has potency, who has vitality to outlive the other. And one thing we know is that poor people have hella potency, hella vitality. I mean, poor people got super sperm. That's what they don't got. And money can't buy that. They going to get all these lab tests and, surrogacies and all these other things, spending money to do, and only end up with one baby after spending millions of dollars trying to have one. They know their time is up. They don't have long. They're panicking. They're losing power. They're losing leverage. The narrative is exposed. The truth is out. They got caught with their pants down. The whole world is now seeing them for who they really are. These people are petrified.
Nothing, nothing. To our enemies, you have nothing to give, you have nothing to offer, you have nothing to share, but bitterness. We have beauty, we have light, we have goodness, we have determination, we have vision, we have strength. We built the world that we inhabit now, generation by generation, and we will defend this world. We will defend goodness, we will defend light, we will defend virtue. You cannot terrify us, you cannot frighten us, you cannot threaten us, because we are on the side of goodness, we are on the side of God. And to my friend Charlie,
Every single word that he just spoke, he means that about himself and the people that he's surrounded with. That's what he believes about himself and the people that he sees around him. It's the opposite way around. He's projecting. He's very afraid. He's very insecure, and he doesn't know what to do about it. They have made their entire identity rooted, bolted, and welded into pulling off an illusion of greatness. False narratives, social engineering and programming, media, propaganda, all of these things so that people can believe that they are greater than what they really are. The cat's out the bag. Everybody sees now what's really happening, and they're not falling for it. People are seeing them now for what it really is. And that is what scares them. It's like the Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road. You get to the Wizard of Oz and you thought he was this big, grand, monster. And it turns out to be a little puny guy behind the curtain. That's who they really are. A little puny guy behind a curtain. They're scared because they're exposed. Nobody believes them anymore. And they don't know what to do. They're losing power. They're losing leverage. They're losing influence. They're losing the protection of the cloak of mystery that used to be over them. It's over. Game is over. White supremacy is dead. It's gone. It is fallen. Down goes Frazier.
to my brother Charlie, I know you are looking at us right now. I know you're watching Erica right now. I know you're watching your children right now. And I promise you, my friend, I promise you, my brother, we will prove worthy of your sacrifice. We will prove worthy of your time on earth. We will make you proud. We will finish the job. We will defeat the forces of darkness and evil, and we will stand every day for what is true, what is beautiful, what is good, and we will achieve victory for our children, for our families, for our civilization, and for every patriot who stands with us. God bless you. God bless Turning Point. God bless Erica. God bless the Kirk family. God bless our heroes. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
So as you can see, Charlie Kirk was used. Granted, Charlie Kirk had his own mission, whatever it was, whether you agree or disagree. That's not what I'm here to talk about. But Charlie Kirk was used for political reasons, obviously. This was basically like a KKK rally. That's all it was. A political schism. Leveraging itself off of Charlie Kirk's death. Now they're trying to force feed Charlie Kirk as a hero, a legend. All of these exaggerated ideals. Ridiculous. Now we need curriculum in the schools based on Charlie Kirk's talking points. We need to make a silver dollar with Charlie Kirk's face on it. We need to push this agenda and push that agenda. It's an excuse to catapult a Reconstruction era. And during Reconstruction eras, there's a lot of brainwashing that has to take place. A new regime. It's just like the Democratic left force-fed homosexuality, the tranny stuff, and feminism down our throats. They force-fed us. Now they're trying to force-feed us Christian nationalism and racism. It's being force-fed. And this is the sacrifice, as he put it, that gives passage to that ideal. These people are petrified, scared, shitless. They don't know what to do. They're messy. They are not good leaders at all. And you see what they're choosing to use their energy and resources for, keeping up drama, confusion, division, animosity, hatred. They're childish. They should not be in any position of leadership. Filthy rich and still dumb as a box of fucking rocks. Entitled. So this is more reason for us to practice unity and community. Don't fall into racism. It's a trap. Division, hatred, and all of these other negative frequencies. Don't fall into that. Don't fall for it. And they're going to retaliate because they're insecure. They're afraid. Pull into each other. Lean into each other. Get to know each other.